come with some viable strategy to like knock you guys down?
Ban shield supports, honestly. Yeah, that's
Pick a carry against their top laner and smash his ass.
Let's see. You guys are up against Car Gang next Saturday. Looks like if you're up against Car Gang, I'm sure they'll have something interesting prepared for you. You're also going to go up against Chaos Gaming. I don't know a lot about them, but pretty sure they won yesterday. So, yeah. All right. Who do we have next? Oh, it's Chaos Gaming. No, it's not. I'm looking at the wrong day. It's No Mercy Black versus Insomnia. Okay. I know that Insomnia was looking forward to this one. So we got the other No Mercy team.
Yeah. GG's Team Expo. Be good. Good work out there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Edwin.
What's up?
Do you know how free you are? Because I actually have to get going in like 15 minutes. So I was just looking for if anyone else is trying to hop into anyone else out there. Also in the stream, y'all trying to hop into the booth, take your shot at it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about tonight.
Okay, not a problem. Just trying to make sure that Fluffy doesn't have to be here alone. He also said he'll probably have some like background noise and stuff. The game's on and stuff, you know.
Yeah, well, let's see. We'll see if we can.
Yeah, we got some time before we have.
I can hold it down.
Call on the right. Yeah, Fluffy, you got it. Bring on the right. You can.
Yeah, we got some time until the next game's supposed to start, unless they're.
GG.
Anything. Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for shoutcasting and everything.
It was I'm sure for the stream, if if you didn't care about either team, I'm sure it was a fun game to watch. It was entertaining if you're an Expo fan or a Team Dark fan. That was an entertaining game. If you're a No Mercy fan, it was it was a little sad. It just hurt. It was just like, whoa, Expo was so aggressive that it was honestly, whoa.
All right. Take it easy.
Yeah, man. Peace out. I'm gonna go on mute here for a bit. Let's see who we can get because I have to get going soon. Did you say that you'd be okay?
Yeah, I should be fine.
But okay. If anyone wants to, I guess we could still see if anyone's available before I head out.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take a small break until games get ready and get started.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
My memories came back in the form of someone else. I know this feeling, yes, I know this very well. Why won't you love me now? Why won't you love me now? Why won't you love me now? Memories, it's gonna take some getting used to. Memories, feel the pain when it hits you. Memories, don't you ever let them fool you. Don't you ever let them fool you, cause I know that you know that it ain't true. I learned the hard way about trust, about us, about us. You seem to be on your high horse, we're not so stable anymore. What's left if I give you my all, give you my all, give you my all? What's left if I give you my all, give you my all, give you my all? What's left if I give you my all, give you my all, give you my all? What's left if I give you my all, give you my all, give you my all? My memories came back in the form of someone else. I know this feeling, yes, I know it very well. Why won't you love me now? 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 self-destruct and I watch memories. Don't let them fool you, baby. Memories. Don't you ever let them fool you, cause I know that you know that it ain't true. Back it up, I can't deal with ya. Back it up, pick your things with ya. I finally had enough. Out to the right you go. What's left if I give you my all? Give you my all, give you my all. What's left if I give you my all? Give you my all, give you my all. What's left if I give you my all? Give you my all, give you my all. What's left if I give you my all? Give you my all, give you my all. My memories came back in the form of someone else. I know this feeling, yes, I know it very well. Why won't you love me now? Why won't you love me now? Why won't you love me now? Why won't you love me now?
She's gonna get my night runs into morning all the time.
Girl, why are you playing with me?
Whew.
Yeah, Spider-Man and freezing full effect.
You ready, Ron?
I'm ready.
You ready, Div?
I'm ready, Slick. Are you?
Oh yeah, take it down.
Girl, I must warn you. I sense something strange in my mind. Yo, situation is. Let's cure it cause we're running out of time. Tell 'em, Rick.
It's all so relationships they seem from the start. It's also when love is not together from the heart. Check it out.
It's driving me out of my mind. That's why it's hard for me to find. Can't get it out of my head. Miss her, kiss her, love
Wrong
her.
move, you did.
That girl is never trust a big button to smile. That girl is
If I were you, I'd take precaution before I step to meet my girl. You know, cause in some you'll think she's the best thing in the world. She's so she'll drive you right out of your mind, steal your heart when you're blind. Beware.
Your mom's is so.
Alright, so who you got winning this game? So
McDonald's and put a shake on layaway.
Off the team comps, I'm gonna have to go with Insomnia, but I don't know them, so it's gonna be rough.
Your mom's hair so nappy, she gotta take pain.
I think I don't feel like No Mercy is going to do well. Their early game is pretty solid, and their mid game is too. I think they'll be able to hold off long enough and start the game long enough. So if Insomnia doesn't really get any early advantages, they can definitely take the lead from there.
I got a little story to tell you.
Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love she wanted you to wait? Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. The way that I met her was on tour at a concert. She had long hair and a short miniskirt. I just got on stage dripping, pouring with sweat. I was walking through the crowd, and guess who I met? I whispered in her ear, come to the picture booth so I can ask you some questions to see if you're 100 proof. I asked her name, she said blah blah blah. She had 9-10 pants and a very big bra. I took a couple of flicks and she was enthused. I said, how do you like the show? She said I was very amused.
So Caitlyn Morgana is gonna be like very impressive towards the Jana and Ezreal. So if Ezreal can still come out like kinda even, and that's a win for them, I would say. Ari versus Malzahar is just a skill matchup.
Yeah.
And Jay versus Sion is just you gotta play to like wait for team fights. So.
Their bot lane was 0-12 yesterday. Who did they play yesterday? They played. You said they played the other Norse, right? Or
Oh no, they played Chaos Gaming.
ooh, and I have no idea about what their team is like. But 0-12, that is not a good feat.
Yeah, it's a big yikes.
But just talking to like Phantom GG, he told me like, a little bit about their team, that they want to see how good they are. That's why they, wanted to play for the BTL, just to see how far they can go. And this is gonna be my first impression of this new team, to see how well they can do. Hopefully, they manage to fix some issues they may have had last game, because you definitely don't want to be coming in with like too much of a lazy mindset. Like, this is BTL. We do have some really good talent here, some really solid teams that can give anybody, I feel like, a run for their money if need be. And you got to be careful for that. You got to come in like taking this very seriously and sort of know what to expect. No Mercy's been around for a long time. They did get split up, but we see a lot of the same players still playing together, so they do already have that synergy compared to Insomnia. I'm not sure how much synergy they have together, so it should be an interesting one.
The reason why Insomnia lost yesterday is because they gave an Aurelian Soul, like he was an Aurelian Soul main, and he gave it to him, and he literally just stood there and pressed W. Healing damage. And then he will ult all of them into a Lowy, and they just went poof. So basically sums up how they lost.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just hopefully they learn from their mistakes. They look at their drafts a little bit more. Definitely, like, if you see somebody as a one trick, like BTL is definitely not the place to be a one trick in, because most people more than likely will ban the shit out of your one trick. You definitely not playing that champion, so that's something they definitely should have. Maybe, I don't know if they looked into it or not, or maybe they felt like he wouldn't have been a problem. But if you see a motherfucker got like 300 games on one champion, like a 60-70% win rate, I don't care how well you think you can beat that matchup, ban that motherfucker. Trust me, you will be better off.
Especially when their freaking club tag is stars. Yeah, saying something.
So our players only on last minute, so you're scrambling to fix your bans. Then you can ask for time. Well, you should have been able to ask for time or been given time if you needed to, look at, their roster or anything like that. Formulate a game plan. Feel free, especially like if it's something that happened. At least when I'm around, because like I can't be around on Saturdays a lot of the time because I work. But typically when I am here and I see something like that happen, you know, I'm not going to be upset if somebody, like, you know, give us like 5 minutes to, you know, make a new game plan or whatever the case may be. Definitely don't be afraid to, you know, ask. There's some pretty basic level 1 going on here. Not too much going on. Just make sure no funny business is going down. They are going to go ahead and go top lane, so they do have that info. Not going to drop. Definitely should be maybe dropping. Okay, they do have a ward on the red. So they do know if they're going to start or not. Doesn't look like they actually might stick around for this.
I would just collapse on that. They know they're there, but I don't know. I'd have been easy collapse.
Okay, so they are paying for the red buff. It doesn't look like they're either going to try and get information or whatever the case may be. Free gold for Bonson. They do mark the red buff, so they do have the information on where Kane might be starting unless he goes for birds. Okay, Kane is going to go ahead and start birds, so he's not going to miss out on too much. Pretty simple starts for both teams. Okay, so they do know where Kane is. They have that buff warded. That information can prove really valuable in the next couple of minutes, depending on what each jungler wants to do. Azrael taking a good bit of poke here, but does go ahead and land some in exchange. This Morgana Caitlyn lane can be a little bit toxic, so they do need to be a little bit careful. Azrael needs, you know, a couple items under his belt before he can start, you know, going blow to blow with her.
This man got the mana pot, so he's just gonna be spamming Qs to get all his mana back again.
Oh yeah, and he got that little gold tech, so you know he'll definitely get there. He just has to get there. As long as they don't do anything too crazy, they should be fine. They're just gonna get poked out a little bit, but that's what you got Jailer for, you know, so to keep you in lane for a little while. I don't know. Personally, I would have liked to see Ezreal paired with, or like if they were going to go Janna, maybe pair it with much more of a hyper carry. But I have no idea how this guy's Ezreal is. He's going to take a bit of damage here. Ooh, and already at half health. Got a gank coming out from J-Life. They do a good bit of damage. That maybe one. Ignite might not have killed him. Had to be Ignite.
Bowkeeper probably killed this man. Maybe.
Yeah, 100%. Flash. Ignite auto attack definitely would have killed Malzahar, but they got a little bit of damage off of him. Kane actually didn't take his blue buff. Go ahead, Sag, what you scared of?
I don't know why she was not. I think she would have won that too.
Yeah, she had the buffs up on him. Alright, so we do have a little bit of a issue here in the bot lane. Down about a wave in CS.
I'm sure they knew what they was getting into when they saw a Morgana Caitlyn lane.
Yeah, they knew it was gonna be. You just gotta like accept that lane as it is at that point. But eventually, as long as they aren't dying, it's not going to be too bad. Ezreal scales eventually, so they got time. There's nothing to be worried about too much. Top lane actually pretty even for the most part. Ooh. He took... I don't know how I feel about the Ahri against Sion. It's Sion, he's always going to be tanky. I don't know, in my head, I would go for something a little bit more high end in damage. You know, Jace is good for poke, but with something like that, you definitely do want to be careful. I don't. This is my personal opinion. I don't think Ari is good against tank matches, especially up top. I definitely want something where I can, you know, snowball and do whatever the hell I want. And at the end of the day, it's Sion. He has shields. You know, he's gonna be tanky. You want to be able to deal as much damage over time as you can. Oh, he's gonna go ahead and get ganked. Gonna go ahead and flash out. Nice charm coming out. Ooh, does go into the tower. Kane is here. Is gonna go ahead and flash away. So almost ended up being really good. Sejuani does blow her flash. Ari is 6 now, so does have that mobility under that belt. But Malzahar is one good R is all he needs. Fun fact, just in case you didn't know, when Malzahar ulties, it technically doesn't do any damage. The damage comes from that thing on the ground after he ults, like the little portal. So you can still be like CC'd. As long as you're not in that portal, you won't take damage though. So coincidentally, if he ults Ari, has she like R's and she's not in that portal, she's basically just getting CC'd for free. But no damage. Ooh, Ezreal taking a nice Q. Loses a bit of health.
This should be a kill.
Yeah, but Kane is here. Is going to go ahead and pick up one. Shouldn't be able to get another one. Malzahar should be fine. They do trade 1-for-1. Almost really good for the side of Insomnia. But Malzahar, Kane just ended up being where he needed to be. Malzahar actually up in CS, not doing too bad. Okay, so Malzahar is up a little bit. They do ping out the Sedge blue buff, so maybe they have... I don't know if there's a ward there or not. No, there isn't, but I'm guessing they're assuming Sedge might be around that area. Yeah, Ari is going to go ahead and drop a ward, but not going to be really able to get that information on Sedge. Sion making his way down. They do have nice pink wards on the map, just in case Sedge does try anything funny. So they have like... Actually, like if you look at this, No Mercy's warding is impeccable right now. 4 pink wards in the map, and they're covering the entire river. So they have so much information just from that. They know where Sedge could and could not be. So unless she's ganking from lane, like they more than likely will have that information. Malzahar getting caught out here a little bit. A lot of damage coming out. He's gonna go flash over the wall, but King does the follow up, and Sedge tries the ulti, trying to stop him, but he should be able to just walk away from this one for free.
Also, I want to say that this man
Robo.
a chair and a call right now, so.
Oh yeah, so he's playing for the late game. Then he's not going to be bodying Sion too much if he's doing that build. So I don't know. Like I said, I feel like they drafted a team comp where they definitely want to win a lot earlier. Tier definitely, in my opinion, isn't the way to go about that in a call, because that means you want to saw the game out. But as long as if they have good macro, ooh, Ray taking the L. Ooh, look at that. That might be a dead Ezreal. Yeah, and there it is.
That's why Morgana Caitlyn is oppressive.
That CS lead is actually getting out of hand. Bot lane is almost 30 CS down.
They're probably going to get the first tower goal too down there, so Caitlyn's going to be huge.
Malzahar does need to be careful. Ari has an ulti. Yep, there it is. 1, 2, buckle my shoe, and I don't know why he stayed there. You know, he didn't have his shield, so one E.
No reason to say that.
Yeah,
not the way
like without that shield, you're instantly dead. Especially at that health, she has to ulti and just get close. Okay, they're really going for the Scion tanking. It's gonna go ahead and flash, and J-Web, you can't forget that man does play a good bit of Kane. It's really hard to ban him out. He plays a lot of champions at the end of the day. You just gotta decide which ones you don't want to see during any particular week. Doing pretty well, RE3L. Ooh, and a nice pickup from the Sejuani. Picking up the shutdown on Kane. Very much need to go. Sejuani, you know, isn't as much of a...
This man.
Ooh.
Top lane.
They're not gonna find them.
Oh, that's rough.
Would have been a nice pickup, but unfortunately not gonna be able to find them. Malzahar does need to be careful here. The Charm is gonna go ahead and miss. Ooh, and those Qs are like just chunking right now, and that's scary. And it's actually going for a bit of AP. So something needs to be done for this bot lane. Maybe start thinking about trying to form in, or whatever the case may be, making some plays to help them out a little bit. You definitely don't want to let Caitlyn continue to pressure like that. She's almost up 50 CS. You don't want to see it in games like this. The Sejuani is here. She doesn't have ulti though, so this is just for not just, you know, applying some pressure, freeing up some space for this bot lane. They are going ahead and pin the dragon. They do play that blue buff too. They're gonna go ahead and start this actually. This is pretty ballsy. Phantom GG, they did lose that bot lane tower, so not gonna be able to go ahead and contest this, or maybe don't want to. They do go ahead and pick it up. First dragon coming through. Looks like they are rotating mid. Maybe try and force this down. Bot lane is still bot. Need to be thinking about maybe some type of rotation, unless they can get that tower fast enough. Kane does need to be careful. This might just go ahead and get Malzahar ulti, but I don't know if they're going to be able to kill him fast enough. They do get the CC down, but everybody is here. J-Web is going to go ahead and go down. They do manage to pick up one. They have the spell shield on top of the Ahri. I don't know why she threw it. Maybe she just didn't see it. Ooh, it was a good try by Sage. They do pick up one. It's not a bad team fight. They do trade all in all 2 for 1. So Insomnia Gaming coming out on top. Looking very well, played that as best they could. See, it's just, and that's just my issue right there. Like, Jace definitely, you know, I feel like he has the upper hand in that lane. He has the range, he has the pull. But with a tank like Scion, you know, Ahri is not gonna help. You want that, like one of those precision masteries. You want to be able to do either true damage or have I can't remember that 3-thing attack was, and you like
press the attack. Yeah,
you want to have like press the attack or the true damage one against Scion, especially if you want to like snowball in lane and continue to win. It's really hard to like take a tank mastery against a champion like Scion.
Also, I want to know why like Scion didn't just get ninja tabbies, because then it would have been like correct for him.
Yeah, if he got the early ninja tabbies, honestly, like Jace wouldn't have been able to do much because he has the Terror and the Call, so he would have just been he could tank for days. But I guess opting, maybe he thinks he doesn't need them because he's like reading how Jace is playing or whatever the case may be. But early ninja tabbies definitely would have like been a big detriment. Okay, so I'm gonna go send Ezreal and Jenna top and send Jace bot lane. The Rift Herald is up, but Dragon isn't up, so I'm liking his play here. I'm looking at the, like they're thinking about how they want to do things. They're thinking like constantly, how can we get back into this game? And I like that. But I don't think this like they can do much against. Ooh, he dismissed the caddy. They're not gonna be able to do much against Sion. If anything, Sion look like holy shit. Getting a little bit too aggressive there. Kane going to be able to stop the Jace, and they are going to go ahead and take this tower in the top lane. Ooh, Jace does need to be careful here. I don't think he has the damage to keep up. Kane does have his transformation too. A lot of damage going out. He's going to go down here. Yep, just going to go down.
I don't know if they're going to be able to get to their spike if they're going to continue at this rate. The double tier was just risky as hell.
Yep, and that is going to be a dead Malzahar. What? Okay, you know, the flash worked out.
Kind of flash the tower though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think it would have been better to flash the tower, but I guess he like said was like there, so he flashed that way, or whatever the case may be. You didn't get the kill, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, but they're not going to deal any damage to Sion.
Ooh, that might be a dead energy.
He's going to be over here healing it.
That shit, honestly, barely keeping him alive. But for the most part, No Mercy does have control over this game. It's not even like a high kill game either. It's just right now I feel like they're just getting outmapped a little bit.
I mean, if you wanted to Sejuani, you needed Sejuani to like go to a lane where she probably was like guaranteed to kill. Like with Jace, if you didn't go tier, that was probably guaranteed to kill. Yeah,
instead of going tier, just like as long like with Jace, he does use up a lot of mana, but as long as you know how to balance it out, you should be fine. Especially with their team comp, I feel like tier was a bit of a bad idea because you have to scale tier, and like that takes like a good 15, 20 minutes depending on how well you know it works. So he was just like missing a lot of damage he could have had, and put on that pressure into killing Sion with Sedge and making plays from there.
Let's see, bro. Let's see if they pop off once they get their mana mute, or whatever it's called.
Like this game is far from over. Like they don't have any towers. The general objectives are down in gold, but all in all is like really not that bad as long as they continue to stall. Like No Mercy is always going to be able to take objectives, but it's all about how long they can keep them from taking those objectives until they get what they need.
I mean, Caitlyn is 3-0, and they don't really have like anything to like in the front line other than Sejuani, and Morgana could just shield them for basically everything on the team that makes her like touchable.
Yeah, like if you look at that right there, Jay should be doing a lot more damage, or he has the potential to do a lot more damage to Sion. That should be a dead Caitlyn, 100%.
Yeah, that's 700 gold for Jace right there, so maybe.
Yeah, 100%. They need that too. They can continue to keep pressuring this. Well, they don't have Ezreal, but they need to make a play here.
All you need to do right now is you need to put Sion in the solo lane because he's unkillable one-on-one right now. So.
Ooh, and that's gonna be a dead Jace.
Yeah, he's very dead.
Man, I don't know. I feel like they should have definitely applied more pressure. They still had the Sejuani ulti. They still have the I think Janna still had her ulti. Like you have all the ult you need to fight. Definitely apply a little bit more pressure. Caitlyn was dead. She was like Ahri strong, but she's definitely not like Caitlyn strong. And they bought some time for Ezreal, but he's not gonna get like a lot of damage off from that tower, so it really didn't work out in their favor. Ezreal still doesn't have an item done. He's basically like done his Triforce. Once you get those 3 items, Triforce is like no more than 300 gold at that point, or some shit like that. So he should be able to pick it up on his next back after that wave. They do drop the Rift Herald top. They're gonna go ahead and get that tower for free. Jason's bot with Caitlyn.
They're probably gonna get an inhibitor tower here.
Ooh, they could, and not if they're gonna fight, they need to force that fight right now. Ooh, good shit by the Jace. They do apply that pressure in the top lane tower. Ari's just pushing mid for free. Like this right here, they needed to figure out a way to fight that before Ari got the mid tower. Like Jace did what he's supposed to do. He won his 1v1, stopped Caitlyn. This situation was a 4v3. I felt like, you know, you have the Sejuani, you have the Malzahar, force your way in there, fight the 4v3, pick off somebody as fast as possible, and then, you know, continue to pressure, because now you get into this situation where you lost your tower, top tower damage, got hit a little bit, and then, you know, Ari's pushing mid for free. Right here, I don't feel like they win this at all.
Yikes.
So, like, yeah, like, I feel like they 100% had to take that 4v3. Ari picking up a double kill. That should be another kill. And it's not an ace. Jace is still alive, but they do kill 4 members. They do need to be careful. Ari might have to flash over that wall. Yep, she is going to, but it was a bit of a bait. And they do take out the Jace. Jace does finally get to his mana immune, but it's not fully stacked right now. Actually, how much stacks do he have? He's only see, look, and right here is the issue with this. You go tier, which is, there's nothing wrong if you go tier if you're not a stack it, but you're only at 380 stacks out of 750. That is a waste to me. That's going to take way too long to stack. At this rate, it's not going to be stacked for 30 minutes, and they need, like, more damage now. They do have nice wards set up. Good defensive wards.
Tier is being stacked poorly by both of them, because I think Ezreal should have it by now.
Yeah,
I'm not sure though.
His is at 536, but it should be finished, or it should definitely be close to being finished. We got a 10k gold league going on. Haven't been able to find room to pick up any towers yet.
They're probably pulling No Mercy special. They're just gonna camp in one bush, and then yeah, watch.
They are picking that they're missing them from Baron. They don't have a lot of wards, so they do have to be careful here.
They're probably going this Baron fight, honestly.
Just take that. Still, it's not exactly a 50-50. Kane has a level up. So yeah, it doesn't look like...
This will probably be the best fight since they got the armor reduction from the Baron stuff.
Yeah, Narmarsh isn't going to take it though. They don't want to like take the chance of a potential 50-50 Baron smite. They won't do it unless they know for sure they'll get that Baron. But they are going to go ahead and take that dragon as a fire dragon. It's fine because they can't fight this. They are calling for the Baron, but it should have been an instant reaction. I feel like they did it too late. Actually, they might get it for free, but they are pushing bot lane for this. So if they're gonna go, they have to do this. Like you have to commit at this point.
You gotta make up your mind. They just walk back and forth right now.
Nope, and then you trying to get a pick when you don't need to.
I mean, I don't know why you try to do that on Morgana. Right. I mean, they could just go run up middle right now. I don't know what they're doing there.
I guess they just buying Sion time and then like just letting the mains push to make sure they can't back. Ooh.
Probably came anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna be GG. They definitely had to, like, they were going bot lane. They had to commit at that point. They didn't commit. They wanted to pick on a Morgana who we know has a black shield, which was a little iffy in my opinion, but they went for it. They tried it. I respect it because they at least tried something, but they had to like commit to that Baron call. You can't hesitate in games like this. But that is the GG towards No Mercy. GG, well played.
I don't know if like it didn't get to the tier. That's like their that was like their I guess their strategy to get to the tier and win, but didn't reach in time. So
They drafted a comp for early game. Ezreal, like, more than likely, like 90% of the time, you're going to build Terra on Ezreal. I feel like it definitely shouldn't have been built on Jace. I feel like you want with Jace, you want to be able to pressure. You want that earlier damage, and going Terra was definitely not the route because he wasn't even like at 500 stacks, you know. So it was just a little bit of a waste. You're not getting value out of that item that early, especially with that comp.
and Azio didn't have it, which is like I don't know. That's weird. Azio should have it. Should have had it already, fully done.
Once it's only the first week. This is you come in, you see how like the league is, you get a feel for like how things work, and then like taking a couple L's is not the biggest thing. Like there's more games to be played. This is only the first week. There's a hella games to be played. Who knows what's going to happen next week? You come in, you look at what you can work on, how you get better, and then you continue to push forward. That's all. But I guess we can go ahead and get the captains here because we do have another game. I'm liking these games. These games are going by pretty fast. We got another game that ended really, really early. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put on Insomnia's team captain, and then we going to go ahead and get who's the team captain of, what's the name again? Of
J-Web.
J-Web? Okay, bet. Hey, trying to pull people up from
If you want the other group up.
Oh, sorry. Did you still want to talk to your team or?
Oh, Troll wanted to talk to you guys.
Alright. Well, let me get J-Web.
Hello?
What's J-Web's name?
I pulled him up here. Right?
Oh, okay. Alright, my bad.
Am I in here? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, guys?
So let us know what happened. What were you guys thinking during the draft?
So I think our plan in draft was just essentially to pick a strong bot lane because on their team, I think their bot lane is both gold players, so that was something we knew we could take advantage of. We knew we had a strong bot lane. And then honestly, me and Bowkeeper just got one of our like better picks, so that always helps too. And Robo was just doing his thing on the tank up top. So overall, I don't know. I think we had a really good comp today too. We just got to pressure the map, and I don't know. Like even like you saw, I died twice from like overextending. It like didn't really make that big of a difference. So I don't know. We just played with a lot of priority, and I don't know. It worked out well.
Yo, what's up?
Guys, so Troll must tell us what happened during like the draft for you guys. Basically.
So we drafted and we wanted to stall it out late game, and we kind of just gave everything, to be honest. And then we tried some desperate plays that didn't work out. But for next, we're going to be preparing because we don't have the most standard of bot lanes. We usually like running mage bot lanes, so we're gonna come back swing. Come back swing.
I would just say you shouldn't have. I respect it, but I wouldn't have gave that info, on stream. But to each his own.
Hey man, you didn't say what mages. You never know.
This is true.
But it could also be false information.
Ooh, that's a good point. Debate.
Yo, man.
But if that's all you have to say, then you can feel free to go.
Alright, GG man. That's fun.
We'll go ahead and take a small break, play some music, and then we'll start getting ready for the next game.
Hey,
All right, state your name and power. I am the Waffler. With my griddle of justice, I bash the enemy in the head, or I
not a game. I'm not a robot, and I challenge you. I'm not a phantom. I'm in your face, and I'm here to see it through. Right before your eyes, but just multiply. Got to flame right. It's time. As the power grows, try to stop us shows. Light that will go dry. Stop so you know that we out there, swatting lines in the making. Can't move fast without breaking. Can't hold on or run for change. And our voices ring out there. Took a mask off to be free. Body nothing that debris. Now we know that love will change. And in a street, I'm not a big man of your alien not mine. I'm just as real as, I'm just as dangerous as you, so know you're fine. Lift up your mess, fight in every breath, fight inside your head, your heart. And life's a grateful brain, try to fight in vain. You're invaluable apart. And you know
Alright, so we got what teams we got? We got Brawl versus Predictive Game. I heard Specs carry as per usual last night because that's the fucking guy. Didn't get a chance to see either teams play, so I'm not sure how their team comps work. I know so I know Paul lost, and then I know Predictive Gaming won. But as long as I enjoy watching Specs play, and Moy Tyler, the OG Vayne main, back in BTL once again, playing with Mario Flames actually this time. So it should be an interesting one. I don't know how. I can only speak for Specs, and I think Foxy Grandpa played before. I don't remember, but a lot of these other guys are pretty much new to me, so this should be interesting to see exactly how they play. I know usually on teams with Specs they play through their solo laners a lot, so I'm assuming they're gonna go ahead and try and pick strong solo laners and work through that. They did end up banning the Vayne because they did have first pick. A very smart move. You definitely don't want to give that buff Vayne main over to Moy, because you asking for trouble. But they do pick up Lucian in the first pick. They take some time with their picks, taking it slow, using up as much time as they can to, draft correctly. Do end up picking Kaisa. Smart move to pick the 80 carry because they already locked in their 80 carries. Ooh, I'm dying a little bit. So they do know what to expect. Looks like they're going to maybe lock in Graves. So they have two strong carries. Graves a pretty solid jungler for the most part. Ooh, we got maybe a Vi coming out here. Definitely a really good pick. Ooh, okay, yo, I'm for this. Lissandra is definitely one of my favorite champions. And I say this to this day. I swear on everything. If Riot buffed Lissandra to the point where she was actually a late game carry, I have no doubt in my mind she would be the best champion in League of Legends. No doubt in my mind she would be the best because of her kit. But unfortunately, it'll never happen. Everybody would be a Lissandra man if that happened. She would either always get picked or she's always getting banned. But, you know, it is what it is. Exactly. I fucking love Lissandra. I played her since she first came out. I knew how to play a champion. Like, I've never, like, went into detail on how to play a champion before they first came out because I never played on the public test servers. But I watched everything on Lissandra I could find out about just so I can play this champion when she first came out. Her kit is fucking amazing. It's atrocious. And if she had, like, really good, like fucking late game carry damage, she, like I said, she would be the best champion in this game, hands down. And I mean that with a passion. Like, she'd be picked or banned every single game. Alright, so we are in the second rounds of the ban phase. They do got Braum. Maybe Swag plays a little bit of Braum. Make sure you can't get engaged to her because of the Braum shield. Alright, they do take out Nunu. Interesting. A lot of these, you know, tanky junglers being taken out. Don't want to deal with it. Got the last ban coming out. You're gonna go ahead and take some time with this one. They haven't, like, picked their top lane yet. Definitely seen that coming. Sex does definitely, like, you know, play that mobile champion. Camille, definitely want to get rid of her. I respect it. Let's see if they'll give Specs the last pick. It's looking like they might. They might as well just go ahead and pick their I'm assuming they're picking their support. Actually, is that a Trundle? Are they getting a Trundle gameplay? That still could be a support Trundle. You never know. It could go either way. People do play support Trundle. It was a thing before, so you... But if it's Specs on Trundle, it's finna be a good one. Okay, we got the Shin coming out. Looking like a nice team fight comp coming through from the side of Paul. They're drafting really well. They have a nice team comp, especially with the Lissandra Shin. And if they do lock in, they have a lot of ways to get in. They have a lot of CC they can lay down. Okay, so they do take that chance. Like, Paul actually has, like, a really good team fighting comp. They have a lot of ways to get in, and a lot of ways to continue to get in. They're a very mobile team. So I'm liking it so far. Ooh, see, I told you! I told you! Look at that. That is a support Trundle. That is a whole support Trundle. I am for this. You can, like, you just never know sometimes. Like, I would love to see, you know, Specs on Trundle, but nah, he going with the Gangplank, and I'm for this because, you know, the barrels, you know, 30 minutes of the game, those fucking barrels hurt. They ignore armor too. Ooh, boy, if you in the wrong spot, your ass is getting blasted. Should be an interesting one. Neither team has like a super tank. Like Shin's always gonna be tanking, you know. So he's like one tank. They have like 1.5 tanks with Thresh. Trundle is pretty much like the only tank. Gangplank is gonna be much more of a bruiser. Be a little bit tanky, depending on how he builds. I'm assuming he's going to, you know, not go full damage. Maybe pick up a what the fuck is that item called that gives you that shield once you take like a certain amount of damage and you get bigger? I can't remember what it is, but I heard that's pretty good too. And then I think with the matchup between Gangplank and Shin, he can he can block Gangplank Qs because Gangplank Qs act like a auto attack in a sense. So I think that does still get blocked, but those barrels don't get blocked from his W. Oh, Sterix, thank you. Yeah, Sterix definitely helps out a lot, especially when you try not to get bursted. So, for the most part, games have ended really early. Like, more early than I expected. Like, it wasn't like really one-sided, but it was like the teams that have gotten ahead, they definitely snowball really well. Which I like seeing because, it shows that they got what it takes, especially against, semi-tougher teams. But if I had to give it to anybody this game, I want to say both teams look really good. And if we only looking at it like through the eyes of the team comp and the champions and not necessarily who's playing the champions, I want to say Paul has it. They have a really solid team comp. They have several wages to engage compared to like the Predictive Gaming's team. They have Predictive Gaming, like they have, split push possibility with Graves and Gangplank. Like, it's definitely possible. But as far as like mobility and getting in, Graves has a bit of mobility. Kaisa has to like use her ulti or whatever the fuck she has to use to be able to get super close to somebody, but she doesn't want to do that at the end of the day because she'll just get blown up. But Paul has Lissandra, they have, lockdown, they have tons of CC. Lissandra has multiple lockdowns. She, a W. AoE. Shin has a ton. Zen has, he can get in, he's fast, he has a knock-up, like. And then you have Thresh with the hook, so they have, like, a lot of ways to get to where they need to be. They have a lot of ways to engage and a lot of ways to start a fight compared to Predicting Gaming. But at the end of the day, like I know how Specs plays. He has the ability to be like a nuisance with the split push, so that could come and play a part into his game too. Shin can only hold off Gangplank for so long before those barrels and that damage really starts to ramp up and it starts hurting a lot. So it's all about execution here. Oh, so Exodus versus a silver? Man, I hope my man knows how to keep up. That's the only thing I can say. Is I think like the most inconsistent lane is between top lane and sometimes bot lane. I feel like top lane for the most part, you either got like a really good top laner or a really bad one, or not like really bad, but they're like average at best. I feel like top lane has the biggest discrepancy in BTL. And then bot lane sometimes it's like a hit or miss, because that's a lane ran by two people. So if your partner isn't doing well, you might be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, that was the wrong button. Let us go ahead and get started with today's game. Third game of the day. Hopefully, it won't be a stomp. Maybe this game might be pretty even. Like I said, I'm like just team comp wise and not looking at who's playing the champions, and just based off like the champs and team comp, I'm giving it to Paul. I feel like for the most part they should be able to win these games. Does like Predictive Gaming is looking for an opening. Ooh, Lucian can't get too close. Doesn't look like he will. They're not gonna be able to find anything here as long as nobody moves where they shouldn't. Doesn't look like it's gonna go ahead and happen. They're gonna go ahead and play it safe. It's a good thing too because you got motherfuckers waiting on your ass. Mr. Day is a free top lanes. Only a few good tops and the rest free. Yeah. Like I like running fades against people like I know that are good. Like back when I was playing, like running against like Ito a lot. Who else was playing when I was playing? I think I played like against Expo once or twice. That was really hard games too. Like it was like a lot of matchups for me mid lane, like that just made it fun, and I love playing it. And then I played the top a bit too, like running phase. I think I played. I don't know. I think I played against Specs once or twice, and that was really fun. I never got to play James for some reason. I wonder why that is. Ooh, they do need to be careful here. Trundle with the Q coming out, just going to negate a little bit of Lucian's damage. Trundle Q takes away from some AD from whoever he bites, which is why he's so good at dueling. We have a really aggressive lane coming down right now. They do need to be careful. I think Lucian is just slightly stronger than that. Stronger than him, and Thresh does have that ignite, so if they aren't careful, this could be a easy pickup. Oh yeah, Zigneon? Zigneon was a fucking... Ooh, she's dead. 100%. First blood going over to Thresh. Graves is down here, however. They do need to be careful muy tightly. He does have the flash, but they're going to let him flash right after him. The Q should do it. That's picking up one. They do trade 1 for 1. Ooh, Mario not going to be able to know. So Graves picks up 1 and Thresh picks up 1. Oh no, this is a really aggressive bot lane. I'm liking it so far. I'm digging it. I'm wholeheartedly digging this. They're running phase from the gate. Ooh, Lysandra taking a good bit of poke there. And Cinder Q's ain't nothing to joke with, especially like when she's like 3-4 points into them motherfuckers. Ooh. And then I forget. I think they do like I forget what they do when she like maxes them. Like, or however the fuck her passive works. I just know they start hurting really bad after a certain point. Okay, so they do spot out Zen. They do have that information, but along with that, they know where Graves is because more than likely he's the only person who would hit that plant. Ooh, Foxy Grandpa doing some damage, but doesn't have any mana left, so he's definitely like making his pressure known. But now that he doesn't have any mana, he's kind of like just in a tight spot. He opted for the pots over the Doran's ring, so he's not really regenerating as much mana as he normally would, which is kind of sad because he's CSing quite well actually. So now he like has to take it a bit easy in his lane. And like I said, you see this. Like I said, when it's a team with Specs, they play through their solo laners. Ooh, Specs might be in trouble here. The top, ooh, but Graves is top. I actually didn't see that. This is a nice 2v2, but I think they're gonna lose. Ooh, nope. Actually, both teams just gonna back off a little bit. Graves didn't have a lot of mana. I thought Zen was gonna go, might keep going for it, but I guess they, rather play it safe than sorry. And look at this. This man doesn't. Just go ahead and drop the knight, get some pressure off. Sandra probably didn't need the flash. Maybe. I think 2 more. It had to be 2 more auto attacks and maybe a Q. Or like a Q auto. Definitely would have finished her off. But other than that, she would have been fine. Like Foxy Grandpa and Specs, they're playing super aggressive. They want to. One thing I'm noticing right now is like they want to own this lane. Like, they came in. They whip their dicks out, and they're basically just saying, "This is us. This is what you gotta deal with." Even if I'm not killing you, like they definitely 100% feel the pressure in these lanes. They 100% feel pressure in these lanes, and that's a bold move. Like you gotta sometimes you just gotta set that precedent. Like just whip your dick out and be like, bitch, I run this. This is mine, and it shows because Syndra's ahead about a wave and a half right now. Sometimes this is all about applying pressure, and they're doing it. Hopefully, this Lysandra doesn't fall through the pressure and, can continue to pick it up and should be fine. Ooh, they do need to be careful here. Lysandra is here. She is level 6. So ulti is going to go ahead and go down. They do pick up swag, and a nice hook coming out from Mario Flames. They might be able to get the Kaiser too. And he is going to go ahead and pick up the kill. Paul looking pretty fucking clean right now. Is this what it's like when you playing with a member of, you know, ISUE? And you know you got them shout calling and making the calls? Because compared to what I heard about Paul yesterday, they look like a completely different team. They look a little scary, like, honestly. Ooh. Syndra's definitely... She has flash, but there's no way she lives. At this point, she can only hope to kill herself. And I mean that in, like, the least toxic way, you know, Twitch. Don't ban me. Gangplank is coming. Ooh! Ooh! Okay. Alright, so she is gonna live. Well played. That was scary. He almost turned it around. I thought he was dead, honestly, and somehow he pulled it back. That was... If it wasn't for the Shin ulti, Lissandra might be dead right now. So for the most part, things are pretty even, except in the mid lane, Lissandra did pick up a kill, so that deficit of how she has an assist too. So like that gold deficit she had, but before is not too bad. She's sort of back into it. Ooh, that would have been a nice look coming out. Syndra doesn't like have an actual like semi item done. Like, not even, like, towards halfway. It's, like, just components of a few things until she can muster up that goal. Ooh, a nice side step from Specs. Trying to take over. He's getting hurt a little bit. Gotta be careful with this. Was looking for the gank. Not gonna be able to find one. Gotta be careful with this Shin, though. I can't sleep on Shin. You know, he might just be like a walking tank, but that boy do damage. You gotta be careful. Lissandra might have to auto herself here. I think he's trying to bait the ult out. Or, like, he can ult, but if he has enough for a Q, that'll definitely be a kill. But that's like Sandra's gonna go ahead and go back. And if it wasn't for that kill, Lissandra would be, like, in a bit of trouble here, because Foxy Grandpa is definitely winning this lane. Definitely has the pressure. Ooh, Trendo does need to be careful. He's gonna go ahead and go. Nice. Look at the teamwork in the bot lane. Saying, telling Swag, I got you, fam. You take a little bit and I take a little bit. We holding hands right now. I understand you, fam. They down CS, but with teamwork like that, you gotta love it. But it does look like with that, they're gonna go ahead and try and take Dragon. They do go ahead and start. They do know something's up. They do know Dragon is probably being done right now. Shin ulti is not up. Gangplank does have his TP up, so if they do want to fight this, it doesn't look like they are. They're going to go ahead and give it up. Shin is getting he's in a rough area right now. Doesn't need to be careful. Don't get hit by that barrel, big fella. Ooh, this is like awkward. What the fuck? He like just sat there for a second. The both teams are here. Graves doesn't need to be careful. Ooh, she's not gonna go ahead and get it. Lissandra making her way down. That's good damage coming out. Cookies and cookies. Like, come on. Help me out here. Just have like slightly different names, or you know, a little bit more different than like a character. Ooh! Tell me somebody's seen that. Tell me somebody's seen that. Like, there was like that reaction. His reaction to that flash was instant, just like that. I like if Lissandra flashed on me like that, like maybe like he's seen it coming, like he smelt it. Like that must be what it is. He definitely like smelt that one. Maybe that's what it was, and he was like set for like, you know, the QE, because He did it instantly. The moment Lysandra flashed, she got knocked back and it was done. So they like he did flash away because of the thresh, but he gets rid of 2 summoners for 1. Ooh, Shen, he used his taunt too. He does have flash, but he is taking a lot of damage. Gangplank doesn't have ulti. Damn, the fact that yeah, deadass, this dude just walked away. He said fuck it and just like literally walked. Ooh, they do need to be careful here. It might be a death. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and die. Muay Thai like picking up a kill. Lysandra gonna go ahead and order herself. Alright, so Graves picking up the Rift Herald. They're at least doing something, Despite being down just a little bit, this game is not completely out of hand just yet. But just having one good person that can shot call, it definitely does wonders for a team. It definitely shows. They do see that Shannon's here. The Swag does need to be careful. Lucian just getting there. Ooh, and a nice hook mid-fight, but they aren't done just yet. Kaisa does need to be careful. Shen coming in. They're going to go ahead and 4-man. But it does. Ooh, and Cookie's going on. That should be first tower goal for this team. But it does look like Graves is... Gangplank is going to go ahead and retaliate top. Ooh, actually, Gangplank not going to let them get the first tower goal. They're going to go ahead and try and take it for themselves. They drop the Rift Arrow top. Trying to hurry up and get that first tower goal. There's a race. Who's going to go ahead and get it first? And it does look like it's going to be going down. Ooh, red team does get the first tower goal, fortunately. That Rift Herald put in work, and they have to back actually because that Rift Herald was going to go ahead and hit the secondary tower too. So they're going to be able to get some good damage off on that. That's something that should be almost at half by the time they're finished with it. So not a bad trade. Even though they're down just a little bit, they're still playing their macro really well. Kaisa getting some time to farm by herself. Shin making his way by. That dragon is coming up again, 47 seconds. Thresh is here. He does have the Moby boots. The hook is going to land. They do need to be careful. Ooh, and that's going to be 1 picked up. They do need to be careful. Mario, look. Ooh, Graves, you done fucked up. Oh, my God. And that's an easy double kill coming in for Lucian. Easy. And that's what feels bad. He missed 2 tries trying to go over the wall. And you hate to see it. Lysandra pushing top for free. They're going to go ahead and... They should be able to take this. This man is... Don't give this man... Apparently you can't give this man Thresh because... The plays he's making right now are fucking top notch. He's a really quality support, but Gangplank gonna go ahead and pick up 1. Zen coming over the wall. They do need to be careful. Specs might go down here. They're not gonna be able to get it. Kaisa is here now. Lissandra's still pushing top lane. Hasn't gotten that tower yet. And she finally does go ahead and get that tower. We have a pretty solid game on our hands, but as it stands right now, the gold lead is still in favor of Paul, and it's been steadily rising throughout this game. We're only 15 minutes in, but it's still prevalent nonetheless. That second dragon is currently live, and it's something to look at. As Rift Herald was taken earlier, that second tier tower is pretty low. They do need to be careful about that. But you got the blue team still has 2, outer tier turns still up, so they don't have much to be worried about compared to Predicting Gaming losing 3 of theirs. And this man somehow just always finding these picks. Trundle taking a lot of damage, but it's gonna be enough to have them feel like they don't want to go ahead and contest this dragon again. So like, and you just never know with these teams. Sometimes they always come out the surprise. You just never know. Ooh, Thresh does need to be careful here. Ooh, just barely missing a stun, but it is gonna go ahead and land the hook. Plays are being made. Gameplay doesn't need to be careful. Foxy Grandpa is gonna go ahead and go down here. He might die himself though. It's gonna go ahead and flash, pop the hill. Should be fine. Ooh, actually, Graves has managed to fix him off. Rex is gonna go down here into a fight with Shin and Lysandra. Getting picked out. Graves doesn't need to be careful here. Another kill coming out in favor of the Xin Zhao, and Graves just walks into another one. Ooh, is actually gonna flash over the wall. Does manage to break free this time. I don't know if Lysandra has that E up. She does need to be careful here. It's taking a lot of damage. She does go ahead and throw out the E. But Graves crossed the blast pit and just managed to casually walk away. Nice plays from both teams, but they do trade. A 1 for 3 in this situation is not looking good for predictive gaming right now. Ooh, they are feeling confident. Go ahead and tank that up a little bit. Shin's pretty tanky. 2-0 and 2. Now, the only thing with this, that ooh, if he had an ulti, that Zen is 100% dead. The only thing, you know, Paul has to be careful about at this point is how long this game goes on. Their map going really well. And it's working out, but they have to do something more. Like, Baron will be on the table soon, but they need to start cracking them second tier towers. They need more gold under their belt, because the longer this game scales, that Syndra, that Kai'Sa, Graves, Gangplank, those are going to be really scary champions. You got Lucian and Zen. Like I said, I don't think Lysandra's, you know, truly a late game carry. If she was, this game would be, you know, easy as pie. But that's not the case. She's still a CC god, and she's still, you know, really good fucking champion. But compared to, like, a squad of those guys, it's not going to be enough. Ooh, she did go for the flash. Go ahead and drop the ulti. That should be a dead Graves there too. And Lysandra picking up the kill. That's what I'm talking about right there. Really aggressive playstyle. They pick up 2. Foxy Grandpa gonna go down. Another hook coming out. That should go ahead and be 3. Lysandra doesn't need to be careful. Zen doesn't need to be careful tanking. Gangplank not dropping the ulti. Maybe saving it for when it gets the tower. Not gonna opt to drop it. Instead, just let them take the tower. Paul playing pretty fucking well today. Honestly, like I said, I seen this, like I seen the team comp, and I said if you're thinking about it just like off of team comps, Paul's definitely gonna come out on top, and they have. I didn't expect this game to fully go like this though. This is almost one-sided. At this point, it's almost one-sided. Early game, it wasn't like, you know, too much of a big deal, but now it's looking a little one-sided. And I truly didn't expect this game to go like this. I thought this would have been like much more of a tougher game, much more of a close game. These games today have been like, and then pretty fast. Alright, so they do get the third dragon of the game. Yeah, exactly. Like, Red has the potential to come back as long as they can keep stalling. But as it looks right now, this gold disparity is continuously getting bigger, and they're about to start making plays for this Baron. This is not looking too good. If they had, 10 more minutes of just being able to farm without a lot of pressure, they would be fine. But unfortunately, that's not the case for them. They do know something up, that Baron's health is going down pretty fast. They do drop the Gangplank ulti. Xana's getting pretty low. Lissandra is in there by herself. What are you doing? She's not dead yet, but there was clearly some miscommunication. She should be dead. Yep. They do go ahead and finish her off. Kitty does need to be careful. Kaisa gonna go ahead and get the Zen. Lucian is still doing big dick damage, but does get stunned up by the Syndra. A lot of flashes popping out. They are on both sides. It is a 3v5, but this still could be proved to be deadly if one mistake is made. Shin's top missing. Ooh, they're still looking for something. You need to be careful here. Syndra's QE not landing. But it is something they wanted. That's something they were looking for. Ooh, not gonna be really able to get much from this. Kai'Sa's not that strong. Shin, the last champion in this game with a bounty on his head. Lissandra with a nice TPE. Graves might be dead here. And sick flash, bro. I know what you were trying to do, but you were barely just off the mark. The nice TP, they overextended, forgetting Lissandra has that teleport. Does teleport in and ends up applying some very much needed pressure. It looks like Baron is their goal again, though, and they don't have Graves for, a potential 50-50 snipe. So you do go ahead and start this. It's going down pretty fast, actually. But it doesn't look like they're going to go ahead and contest it. It looks like they're going to go ahead and give this one up. Ooh, Lissandra's ulti. There's gonna be a lot of damage coming out. And meanwhile, they're just taking Baron for free. I get it, and that's 5 members of Paul with just that free Baron buff. And Paul has been in control since the start of this game. And every time we look up, that 10 minutes keeps reciting. Syndra's almost at her second item. And this she'll be a pretty big deal. She'll be a force to be reckoned with once she gets that second item. She'll have the potential to one-shot any of the carries on her team. Maybe not through a Shin ulti. It'll be really close with the Shin ulti. But she definitely does have that potential. Gangplank does have his second item, actually. Kai'Sa's still struggling just a little bit in behind, along with Graves, too. And at the same time, they don't really, have a front line to, just sort of sit there and tank. They have the Trundle, but that's only as long as his R is active. And a nice hook coming out. I think Gangplank got hooked. But he just, arnished it immediately. Ooh, nice QE. Them Baron buff minions are still a force to be reckoned with, and Thresh has been a nuisance to Gangplank's barrels. They do force a split with Shin top. Shin, has his ult. He can be wherever he wants to be. Lissandra is nothing but an E and some distance away to get to where she needs to be. So their plan is really fucking well. Ooh, Gangplank. Trundle does get hooked, but not a lot gonna come from it. They do end up getting a tower though. Ooh, look at that. That's that damage from Sentry. You gotta be careful about that. But they're gonna go ahead and continue to pressure and let Shin do his thing. Lissandra, like they're playing this really well. They're playing their Baron really well, but now they need to be careful. Ooh, look at this. Lissandra coming in, drops the ulti. Doesn't have. Did she not have W? Because I didn't see any W comes out. Like it comes out now, so maybe she like just missed it. Syndra ulti not gonna kill Lissandra. A nice hourglass coming out. Shin ulti coming out on top of that too. And they do get a double inhibitor for free. Again, please don't talk until your game is done. Ooh, that was nice. Ooh, Jesus Christ. They're on the tower and they're just doing whatever the hell they want. That's gonna be 3 and ooh, another hook coming out too. And Thresh really, like, I gotta say, playing out of his mind. A really good game coming out from him. Ooh, yeah, it's looking like a GG. Maybe? Nah, they do get one. They are in a bit of trouble here, but it does look like it's gonna go ahead and be GG. Ooh, definitely. I honestly thought that game would be a lot closer, but as time went on, it became pretty one-sided. Predicted Gaming didn't like play bad at all, but it was just a lot more macro and a lot more plays being made on the side of Paul, and they definitely look like a scary team today. Alright, we're going ahead and got the damage charts. This is another game that ended pretty much fucking early. I'm for this. We ending games early. We fucking on time. I'm loving this. Let's hope we got 2 more games. Let's hope it keeps up. The next 2 teams should be getting ready early. Like they should be here getting ready for their game. So let's be prepared for that. I don't know who's playing next either though. Let me go ahead and look at the team schedule. So it should be like 9 o'clock. Wait, nah, is that the right day? Wait, no, that's Saturday. That's why. So Akatsuki versus Chaos Gaming should be a good one. And then last game will be Card Gang versus Elo Terrorists. I bet. Oh shit, yeah. Let me go ahead and interview. I got y'all. Specs, I don't know if you want to come in and talk for your team because it's like most of your team is missing. I'm not sure what the case may be.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, let me get Specs in here. Hello?
It's a scary place.
That's what I'll say.
That noise trips you out.
Alright, so Specs, how do you feel about the game? What do you think you could have did better, and what happened?
We played 2 subs.
Our bot lane got fucking obliterated. That's pretty much it.
And Mario, how do you think the games went?
I thought my team played pretty clean. I haven't played with them before either, which made it even better.
You should have seen what they did yesterday, buddy.
I did, but I wasn't in that
You should
game.
have been in that game.
Maybe.
Mario and Moy Tyler versus Expo. I felt like that was the look yesterday.
Possibly.
Shit, haven't played with your team and you're already looking pretty fucking solid. So if things continue like this, you might have like a bit of a squad on your hands. Could be an interesting one. I think your Thresh was really good. You made some like really good plays throughout the entirety of the game, and definitely played a key part in that win. So it'll definitely be interesting to see Paul and the upcoming games.
Thank you.
But if that's everything, feel free to let you two guys go.
I don't want to go. I want to stay in here with you.
Guys, make sure you
feel
pick
free.
good team comps. Team comps are where it's at.
Make sure you don't get run through by the AD carry. That's the look.
That's also true.
Make sure Mario's in the lineup so your team wins games. There you go. I got you, buddy.
Expo is just crazy.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and take a small break real fast, and we'll be back with the fourth game of the night. So I'll see y'all in a bit.
Have fun, guys.
All the old paintings on the tomb, they do the sand dance, don't you know? If you She had a face straight out of a magazine. Impure fools. Caught on the nose, but you never leave her. Starting to chafe. And when she gets this gun, he's begging, babe, stay, 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 stay.
You need to let your braids come here so long. You want me to wait while you go get them?
We'll give you one more fight. Set one more light. Will I know you? Now if you never shoot, you never know. And if you never eat, you never grow. You got a pretty kind of dirty face. And it's leaving your home. Stay, 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 stay. And I give you one more time. We'll give you one more fight. Set one more light.
Alright, what's going on, BTL? We back once a motherfucking get. We got game 4 tonight. It looks like we got. I think Vayne just has to be like always banned 100% of the time. Either banned or for, you can listen to it some other time. But Vayne was already a champ I never wanted to play against, and then she got buffed, and now it's even more a champ I don't want to play against. So yeah, 100% you gotta ban that champion every single time, I feel like, or you gotta pick her first. There's like no reason not to at this point. You gotta take, you know, you gotta take and use that brokenness. But not too bad team comps. You really can't see like what either team has prepared. It's a little bit looking like a little bit more of a pip comp on the side of Kyle's Gaming. Okay, Chaos Gaming, excuse me. They have the Lux and they have the Sejuani, so it should be interesting. You know, CC blow up somebody real quick, but that is a Jarvan who, for some strange reason, can move even when CC'd or while CC, whatever the case may be. And then you have an Aatrox who basically has another life, and Ezreal with an E, so they're very mobile from that CC, which helps out a lot. They banned 2 assassins. Seems like they don't want anybody getting to their carries, the Lux or the Lucian. They do pick Renekton top, so that's going to be a Renekton versus an Aatrox top. And I think early on Renekton wins that one. Renekton wins a lot of matches early on. He's a pretty strong champion. Out of the Aatrox, one-trick get Aatrox. I don't know how people come to BTL and still get their one-trick champions. And then you be upset when you find out, oh, this person is a one-trick. You know, we didn't ban it, and now we're trying to figure out why this man is going like 15-0 in our games. But, you know, that's none of my business. It is what it is. If he go 15-1, he go 15-1. Now, I don't remember if the Akatsuki won their game last night. I think they might have. No, I think they lost. I can't remember. I really don't remember. But I heard Chaos did win their game, so this should be interesting. And of course, we got the Renekton coming out with the Ignite, and then we got a Lux with TP. Whoo, it should be an interesting one. Lost No Mercy, what you on? Drugs, hardcore drugs. Oh, y'all lost to Edwin? Oh, yeah. Okay, that was that game. Man's just playing Cassiopeia like a monster. Mal fighting Olaf. Those are champions I haven't seen in a very long time. When was the last time somebody, like, played Olaf or when he was, like, playable / viable? Because I missed that champion. That was, like, a really good champion. Somebody bring Olaf back out. But Mahar, you come back to the BTL and start playing Olaf. That's the type of content I need to see in my life, you know? Too many goddamn ages, I feel that. But, let's see. If we going with, like, who I think will win, just, like, not looking at who's playing the players, I mean, who's, like, playing the champions, but just straight off of champions and team comps, I want to give it the blue side. They have a nice wombo with the Orianna. She has 2.5 different methods of ball delivery with the J4 and the Thresh. And then I say half because Aatrox has a little bit of a dash. Yeah, he can like somewhat force his way in, you know. So it's like 2.5. So it's definitely a wombo setup there, especially with J4 and Thresh. Whereas you have Lux, who throws out one round of skills, and then if somebody dies, then they die. But if somebody doesn't die, then you kind of in trouble at that point. And then you got Lucian and Renekton on top of that, who are both strong champs within itself. Renekton doesn't have a godlike late game, but his early and mid game are pretty fucking solid. Lucian, I'm not sure how it works. I think Lucian, like, he gets pretty good mid game and has a bit of a late game. But if this game was to, you know, say go past 30 minutes, I'm definitely giving it over to the Akatsuki, 100%. They have the better team comp, better team fights. Orianna scales really good late game. And it is what it is. Renekton is going to be rough. Yeah, 100%. You take that risk when you take Ignite in that top lane. If you don't, like, dumpster that lane, then you kind of miss out, you know, mid-game because you don't have that, you know, accessibility to be where you need to be at certain times. You just have to be there or you kind of screw your team over. So you have to, like, definitely win that 1v1 early. It's definitely a gamble, but it's a gamble Renekton can easily win, I feel like. Definitely, like, his level 3 is, like, really, really fucking strong. Especially with, like, press the attack. You get Fury, and you can instantly... You basically instantly stack press the attack with you know, that over 50 Fury. And it makes life easier. And then with Ignite on that, a couple of auto attacks, you know, Aatrox can be dead real fast. And Aatrox actually opted to take the... That little ball thing, whose name I can't remember. I know the other one is Airy, but I don't. It's common, I think. So it's good. This could be an interesting one. Like I said, I personally don't like taking sorcery masteries against semi-tanky / bruisery champions. I'd rather take some bullshit that I know is actually going to be helpful, like Conquerors. Not Conquerors, like Press the Attack, or I think it's Conquerors. Yeah, the one with the axe that makes you do true damage. I'd rather take shit like that. I feel like that helps more than, you know, some poke shit. That's just my opinion, though. Through HI's mid encounter, right? And I think you can do that. That shit would have worked and you would have been fine. I play shit like a Aurelia mid because, you know, it's whatever. But who knows? This is an Aatrox one trick. He's probably seen this matchup quite a few times, so he should know how it goes. He should, you know, have knowledge on what he can and can't do and what works. So at this point, only time will tell, and we got to see how this plays out. Hold on, I think I got an issue. Oh wait, he got it. I think we're good. Oh, okay, yeah, that worked it out. Somebody messaged me earlier and I didn't peep because when I got my Streamlabs open, I turned off all Discord notifications so it doesn't like play on stream. But if anybody like, please don't, because I have streamer mode on, so I won't hear anybody's notifications, so I won't know if you add me or message me or anything. If you have like any issues, message another staff member, and then if it's something that like you need me for, then they'll message me to do it. Alright, here we go. Game is starting. I, for the most part, should be the last person you message. Let me just say that. It's like when you're at your job. You don't go to corporate first. Alright, so we have like a bit of a poke, not going to matter too much, but everything else is, you know, kind of basic and simple. I think this top lane matchup is going to be the most interesting one. And if you in game, please stop talking. Don't talk until after the game. Ooh. We have some good poke coming out from both teams early. Actually, Aatrox sort of putting the pressure on Renekton right now. Does need to be careful. Renekton can be a little bit more 5 once he has a little bit of mobility on his hands and he hits that level 3, but until then... Oh, he is... Bro, what are you doing? If it's gonna be like this, maybe they should have banned the Aatrox because this ain't looking too good, Chief. Oh, if you asking me, can we say the N-word on stream? I mean, it's not frowned upon. I'm not gonna knock nobody for saying it. But like, this is Black Twitch League, and honestly, a lot of people don't use it like that, so this is kind of like a thing. Ooh, there it is. Now he loses. Nah, you had to. Nah, it was definitely too early. I think he like hesitated. Might just be my opinion. I feel like he hesitated though. Like one more auto attack and then Ignite would have done it. But I feel like he waited. James, I will actually fight you. Your last 4 teammates? Why your last 4 teammates not black? That was probably why. Ooh, a nice hook coming out. Ooh, Nami! And that's gonna be first blood picked up. Nice. And it seems like maybe we have to start. It's the Expo League. You're not wrong. It seems like maybe we need to start banning champions like Thresh and BTL because they just got this weird tendency to like land hooks and make plays and cause lanes to hurt. Oop. Aatrox is in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't have flat. Hello? How did you get debated like that? That 100% should have been a kill. For some reason, instead of like stepping towards, like even if Aatrox tries to bait you into going the other way, you know ultimately where he wants to go because he has no flash. You know he wants to get to his tower. Why would you like turn slightly from the angle you originally had? You just let him walk away for free. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. Sejuani ganking top again, but he should be able to walk away from this one. He'll be fine. Ooh. Ooh. Renekton is just like fucking eating Qs. Like it's nobody's business. He could die. He'll die here. I think he. Yeah, he loses that. He fucked up. Aatrox! That shit. Ooh, boy. I don't know what Jarvan's doing. This is a little risky, but, you know, to each his own, I guess. Just ate, like, 2 tower shots. So I can pitch a 10 all she wants. If she ain't getting nothing from it, she's just wasting her time. Like I said, I keep telling people. There's only one. You get like one chance to play your one trick in BTL. You play that one trick in BTL, they end up going like 10-1 or 15-1 or some shit, and then they never get to play that champion again. Like if you play in this league, you can't think about it like how you play like solo queue or anything else, you know? Because this is more unified. This is more team oriented. It's really competitive. If you see somebody has like over 300 games on one champion, they're clearly a one trick. And even if you think you know that matchup well, ban that fucking champion. They play it for a reason. Even if you do play a champion and you know who can essentially counter that champion, I'm pretty sure they know the matchup. So you waste your time. So they know what to do against, you know, anything they get countered by. Don't give that person that fucking champion. Please. And I guarantee you, if this man goes like 10-1 on Aatrox, he's never getting his champion again in BTL. You have to be fucking stupid or crazy to give this man his one trick. I am tilted that people don't do their research. It's not because like Like it's like when I play it, oh yeah, there it is. That's that pit comp right there. Sejuani ulti into some Lux CC, and then that's it. But what did they do after that? They have no follow up after that. It just kind of stuck. So that's the issue with this comp, and they're going for it. Double flash to get that kill. That's the only issue with this comp. It works how it's supposed to work, but after that, there's nothing. Ooh, he's dead. Renekton's dead. Oh, actually, maybe Aatrox. Yeah, his ulti just wore off. So whoever like gets it first wins. But it looks like Aatrox might just back off here. He knows. Yeah. If Renekton Qs, he might go for it. Ooh, that Nami might be dead. Ooh, that was a nice bubble. Ooh, he's taking all of the damage. Ooh, this Lucian is low-key pretty clean. I'm for this. If Lux lands a Q, she's dead, but Jarvan is here. We're gonna go ahead and flash shield out. Ooh, yeah, Renekton. Oh, that's a little greedy, big fella. Ooh, dunk. He's dead too, though. Dunking it on his ass, though. But when I played in BTL, when I played on a team, like, even if I wasn't, like, the shot caller or whatever the case may be, I always did my research. I always knew who liked to play what. I think that's very important. When you come into this kind of environment, you want to know what you're playing against, who you're playing against. If you, like, don't give somebody a fucking one trick. Ooh, Sejuani putting in work. Might be going up 2v1. Jarvan, that rub buff is ticking. One more W could do it. The slow is going to go ahead and come on. Want to go ahead and EQ away. This is TP. Sejuani, she should be able to walk away from this one. Aatrox doesn't have the flash, so she should be fine. Yep. It's going to go ahead and live. They do have the ward. They do know where she is. She's not out of it yet. Yeah, she should be home free. Lux is there. She's fine. Almost a 2v1. Well played by the Sage. Ooh, that fucking, he's dunked. That's, ooh, wait, hold on. This is an interesting match up top. Fortunately, Renekton's not out of it yet, but he is fucking... Aatrox doesn't have ulti up yet. If he's fast enough, he could just go! Pull the fucking trigger, Gabe! Hurry up! Now it's too late. All he had to do was pull, like, all he had to do was just grow some fucking balls and pull the trigger. He might die to these minions. He's playing around. And he lost his ulti. This Renekton is giving me heartburn. Like, actually, just pull the fucking trigger. Give it the Renekton. Oh, did he get it? He didn't even get an assist. All Renekton had to do was fucking pull the trigger, please. Nani? What the? Okay, that should be a dead Lux. Ooh, that was still a lot of damage that came out. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, this Sejuani. Definitely putting in work. I'm liking what I'm seeing. It seems like Chaos Gaming got a little squad here. They were Renekton, you know, a little iffy, but other than that, they seem pretty solid. Ooh, that might be a dead Thresh. He's 100% gonna go ahead and go down and die. Ooh, that has real damage. Ooh, I know who. Just flash forward. I know you want it. doesn't look like he's gonna go get it. It just feels bad, bro. Yo, Renekton, you're triggering me, dude. Actually, just fucking kill his ass. You don't even need ulti for real, for real. Let's keep it 100. Like, his cooldown should be up by now. Just pull the fucking trigger, dude. Aatrox does have ulti up. It's going to opt to flash out, and then I guess, big fella, if you want to flash out, you might as well just not even ulti, you know? There was no follow-up. He could have flashed after you, but he didn't. That Sedge ulti might have been an accident. It was whiffed a bit. I'm not sure what she was thinking. Go ahead and get hooked. Does need to be careful. Alright, Renekton is just basically taking this. And that should be a death. Ooh, actually, no, he's gonna live. No ignite. These top laners are actually upsetting me. I don't even play League like that, but I definitely run both of their phases, and I think, you know, I'll be alright. It's actually upsetting me, because they both have, like, equal amounts of opportunities to, you know, kill one another. Both of these top laners had the ability to be, like, 3-0 or 4-0 right now, and they're not. That's what bothers me the most. Like they both have the ability to be steamrolling the other right now, and they're just not. This lane is even for some weird reason. Ooh, Sejuani to save the day, but I don't even think she needed to be there. I think Lux is fine either way. Sejuani doesn't have ulti, but she's going in nonetheless. J4 missing his knockup. Alright, we got another fight between these two, and it doesn't look like anybody's going to die. So, there's that. Honestly, I feel like I don't play Aatrox like that, so I don't really know, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know if Black Cleaver would have been the better move here compared to going on that Rio moves. I mean, Renekton isn't building armor, so it kind of works out, but like that CDR you get, I feel like benefits a lot more. Oh, that's gonna be big damage coming out. Renekton does have ulti though. My issue is, does he not know Aatrox's cooldown, like his ulti cooldowns or anything like that? Because his ulti's been down every time he takes these trades, and then I guess like as time goes on, like for me, I feel like Orianna needs to be careful. Should die here. Gonna go ahead and hit a kill over the Lux. Like I feel like if you duel somebody in the top lane, you know. There's one thing from like baiting ulti, but if you, I feel like there's a clear instance you see or you know they don't have something they need to win, and then you like go all out there. And there's been a few times I feel like they should have at least seen that the other doesn't have a certain thing to win and taken advantage of that, but it hasn't happened. Sejuani is like really aggressive, and I appreciate that. Alright, that first dragon going down. There's gonna be a mountain drag. Ooh, Nami's gonna go ahead and get hooked, and that's gonna be a free kill handed over to Reeve. Not sure what you were thinking there, big fella. Overextending for no reason at all. They fucking go ahead and get caught out here. A lot of damage coming out. Ooh, that might be a dead Sejuani. She has nobody to really help her. Ezreal gonna go ahead and pick up another one. Reeves just picking up these kills for free at this point. Ooh, and look at the fancy footwork from the Renekton. Ooh, look at that. An Ezreal player to the core. Hey, okay, I do need a second, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic so there won't be no commentary for like 3 to 5 minutes. I do apologize, but you know, BRB. Who paused the fucking game? What happened? I guess we can play some music while we wait. I'm guessing somebody DC. Oh, we good? Alright, cool. Welcome back. Damn, that pause might actually... We were doing so good, but I guess, you know, it ain't a BTL stream a week without, you know, some pauses. But at least you know we back on it. As long as this game ends in like 19 minutes, we're good. We'll still be on time. Ooh, damn. She just automatically accepted her rep was lost instead of walking into that bush. Ooh, and there goes the hook. So Giovanni getting caught up. We're just gonna go ahead and instant, well, not instant flash. J4, what are you doing? Oh, I have no idea how Lux missed that Q. It's a lot of skill shots being missed. I guess it's kind of what, like, that happens like when you pause a little bit. You know, you sort of like lose your momentum. You sort of like get a little rusty because you've been playing like seriously for a little bit, and then long pause is like renecting. What the fuck is this guy doing? And why is he not dead? Because like, and then he walked into another, and he's still not dead. Maybe I was wrong, and maybe he just like the ultimate masturbator. You know what I'm saying? There's Lucian out here trying to 1v5 and shit, and oh my god, ooh, that damage. Sedge's gonna go ahead and walk away though. She should. Nah, actually, I got the speed boost there. Ooh, A-Tracks. You need to be careful, big fella. And, yep, there it is. I'm not sure what that was about, but you know, I guess to each their own. It is what it is. I think they traded like what, 1 for 3 or 2 for 3 or some shit like that. Also, has Blue Side won the entire day today? I don't remember. I feel like Blue Side won the entire day. Everybody who was on Blue Side won. I might be wrong though. I think it was like 1 game. Oh no, bro! You just gotta throw the whole food away. Good luck. Ooh, okay, we got a picking up a dragon, actually getting some objectives, but they might be in trouble here. Ooh, Nami taking a good bit of damage. Sag is just like kind of off by herself. Gonna go ahead and overwall. Renekton is split pushing a bit. Lux is gonna go ahead and die. A nice ball coming out from the Orianna. That Lucian is still very strong. Gonna go ahead and take out the Ezreal. That's 950 gold going towards Lucian. He gonna go ahead and drop down himself, but 950 gold. That's a lot. Renekton doing a little bit of split pushing. Not really gonna be able to at least get that tower to half. It ain't no way to like really make food unspicy, so I can't really help you. You can like try and mash the spice in some other kind of flavor and see if that helps, but other than that, like, good luck. Burn is starting to look like a juicy objective. Almost 25 minutes into this game. Ooh, Chimps needs to be careful. Orianna didn't ulti. Renekton gonna go ahead and back off though. Ooh. She doesn't have one-shot damage though. And that's the only issue you see with Lux. She has to be able to one-shot somebody. She just... I'm dying. Well, like I said, I think, like they would be fine if they had a if they had a mid laner that wasn't Lux. Ooh, that was actually nice. So close, but yet so far. I think if it wasn't Lux, they would definitely be fine. Like I said, Lux throws one round of spells, and she either kills somebody or she doesn't. If she doesn't kill somebody, like, you're in trouble with this team comp, you know? Ooh, that was close. Like, she has to be able to, you know, blow somebody up. But her ulti is almost up, like another 20 seconds. That Lux ulti is like, that fucking cooldown for it is low as shit, and it's even lower when she kills somebody with. They do need to be careful. One good R could, you know, spell doom for the people who are low, especially Jarvan specifically. Ooh, Orianna actually got a Banshee's Veil, not a bad buy in this situation. Definitely don't want to get hit by any of that early CC, make him work for it. I don't know, this man Reeve somehow ended up being 7-2 also. Because I'm not gonna lie, he was getting worked in lane a little bit. But apparently it wasn't enough. Lux, she's just sitting on the side of the wall. They are pinging it out because they know she's there. Not gonna be able to find the pick she maybe is looking for. Ooh, Sejuani throwing the ulti out. She does get the slow, but she doesn't get a pure CC. Jarvan going in, and that's the combo they're looking for, but Orianna's nowhere to be found. I think she did drop the ulti, but it was too little too late. But a lot of people on the right side are low. Renekton out here trying to 1v4, trying to at least stall for his team, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to go ahead and finish off this tower for that. They do trade 2 for 2. Actually, 2 for 1, excuse me. They trade 2 for 1. They're going to go ahead and maybe try and get this tower. We didn't exactly get to see it because, you know, directed camera, by the way. Ooh, a nice hook coming out. So I don't know if like Orianna actually got the wombo off with Jarvan. Most 30 minutes in this game isn't completely unwinnable for the red team. I'll say that. In fact, Lux is actually doing pretty alright against this Orianna. If we look at it just in terms of KDA, but Orianna's only needed for her wombo, you know, and damage. That's it. If she can get that off, she... Ooh, that was a nice dodge. Lux are gonna come through. Orianna doesn't have ulti, and that's a big cooldown that they don't have anymore, so they do need to be careful. And if anybody wondering why I stopped mid-sentence, it's because I was baffled by the fact that, like, doesn't Lucian's W give... It gives vision, right? Like, so you know when somebody's there. But... And if it doesn't, then maybe I'm just wrong, but I am assuming it does give vision, so they should have known J4 was there, and she still face-checked it. Ooh, and Sejuani going ahead and get caught out. It's going to be a whole L right there. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and start the Baron. They do need to be careful here. They are strong, but y'all ain't that strong, big fella. Oh, Lux are good still. This Jarvan does have Smite, however, so they should be fine. Ooh! I thought it was really close. It was really close, but no cigar. It was actually really close. If he waited a second, like less than half a second later to smite, this would have been GG. She would have stole that like 100%. Damn, Reeves is putting it down, but he might go to, ooh, no, that's a lot of shields. They do need to be careful though. See? That might be GG. That should be GG. That's my only issue here. You got a champion like Lux, you have to be able to blow people up like instantly. You throw one round of spells and nobody dies, you kind of useless after that until your next set of cooldowns. I feel like if they had another mid laner other than Lux here, they would have been fine. But because that was the case, and she wasn't like super ahead, I feel like that was a bit of a downfall. Cause like you take almost any other champion in that same situation, whether it be like you could put a mage, Brand, Ziggs, Victor, they clean house in that situation like easily. But it is what it is. It's just my opinion. Nonetheless, like Lux did play good. Like I'm not shitting on them, like shitting on the person who played it. But I'm saying like as that champion, you know, if it was any other champion, I feel like it definitely would have benefited a lot more. But we got a little bit of time. If the captains do want to, you know, come in and say a few words, feel free. Oh, damn. So, Chaos's whole team just left. So, there's that. But I guess we could just pull up Soap and see, you know, see if he has a few words other than that. You know, it is what it is. Hey, hello? Hey, Soap, you there? Massa? Alright, well, Soap isn't here, so take a small break, move on to the next game, and that'll be the last game of the night for BTL.
Yo.
Oh, now you here. Okay, what's good? How'd you like your team playing this game?
That game was a fiasco, yo. Not gonna lie. But yeah, we won. So, yeah.
Anything you felt like you could have did better?
Like, well, I don't know. Honestly, it was weird. It was just a weird game.
Yeah. Well, we'll go ahead and take a short break. We got the last game of the BTL coming on the night, and then we'll be done, and that'll be week 1. So, catch y'all in a bit.
Are you gonna be? Say that you're gonna be.
Oh, she says she wants some more than me. Some Luther Vandross.
I mean, I'll show you how the year in review, but I played League like the first 2 months of the new season, and then I stopped playing, so it was like not gonna be that spectacular. But I do want to see myself, so you know, that's it.
A little Anita, but definitely set this party alright. She says she ready for the world, some new edition, some many repertoire. Definitely set this party alright.
Son, I stopped playing because my win rate was 20%. Fuck this game. It was exact like every team I played with was trash, and y'all can't tell me shit. There's no reason. There's no reason I should be going like 15-6 and 12-1 and be losing fucking games. Look at this, 11-4 loss. I shouldn't be losing games like this. 6-0 L, 9-4 L. This is exactly why I stopped playing fucking League. You gotta be able to close them out. I don't have any problem closing games out. Like, at all. I can carry most games. Oh, let me see. But, like, if your team isn't on the same page as you, there's only, like, so much you can do. Like, 12-1, and then, you know, you got a 3-11 Draven who raged the entire time. 3-12 Ilaoi, you know, 6-12 Gragas. Like, 3 people on your team with double-digit deaths. And I play games with, like, when I played League, like, seriously, I played this game with, like, my heart and soul, bro. Like I played serious. I always played to win. I would never, like, intentionally try to throw a game. Even when I'm playing bad, I'm still playing to win, you know? So, I got tired of seeing... I quit because I got tired of seeing games like this. This shit was like a lonely experience for me. In fact, I don't think you could go Iceborne. Iceborne was the only thing keeping me from getting fucked over by Renekton and Riven. Like, that wasn't an issue for me. I went there because, like, fucking mostly AD team, and I was against a mid Renekton. I wasn't fitting to, like, sit there and let him one-shot me. Like, that's the only thing that kept me alive. When we complain about normal draft against level 26, I'm not complaining about normal draft. This is how my ranked history was. This is why I stopped playing seriously. Most of the time you caught me playing League, I was playing ranked. But when you on a rift, and I don't know, for me it was like I was playing by myself. I felt like I was the only one actually fucking trying. They put into it. I put my heart and soul into fucking playing ranked and actually trying to be good and get better at the game. Okay? I just wanted to be good at the game. Like, I wanted to felt like I could get somewhere, and then shit just kept going downhill. I felt like I was the only one actually trying on all the games I played, so I was like, fuck this. I'm cool. Most assists, Scion, 19. 4 honors. Yeah. Honor 3. I mean, I stopped playing. Win streak, 6 games. Great game, 6-0 and 15. Longest game, that was a long ass game, I remember that one. Highest ranked Platinum 3, and then I went downhill because I stopped playing, so yeah. Oh, that was it. Yeah, I didn't do much this season. Like I said, I stopped playing. So there's that. You got real far. Your reviews based on a total of 50 games max is very ugly stats. Yeah, see, like I legit stopped playing. And then when I started playing again, it was because I was playing on my Smurf. And I was just chilling. Oh wait, no, that was a. We quit that one. Yeah, and that's the only time, like, this is the most I played League. And then now I just play, like, casually every now and then. And I don't play it too seriously. Even though I do kind of miss it. Because we ain't never duo yet. We won, like, majority of the games we duo, except for, like... Wait, we didn't. I duo with Mr. that one time. And he felt when he went ADC that one time. But I used to love this game. Now, not so much. I do still have love for it, but you'll probably never catch me playing it as much as I used to. Oh, who's the last team playing tonight? And do they have their room set up? Soap been taking credit for being on the bench for 3 seasons now. Y'all toxic! Oh, it's Car King versus Elo Terrorist. Is there? They have the room set up already? Because I don't want to like sit here and make it and then it's already made.
You cool with, I'ma bring the cool whip. Then I want you to strip. See you is my new chick, so we get our grind on. She be grabbing, calling me.
BTL coming up as fuck under fluffy administration? That is far from true. You got people Mia. How you got people Mia? Like all I'm saying is y'all put together this team. This is what y'all wanted. Smooth the bangrels. Like the foul complaint. You gotta take that up with Nabu. That happened under his administration, so feel free to DM my mans. I was in charge last time you played. You sure about that? I thought you've been going this whole time since I took over. I mean, unless you was secretly playing for Killer. You played in Winter Tourney? I wasn't in charge of that. I didn't run that. You gotta talk to my man's Island. That wasn't my tourney, bruh. I was just there. Let him do his thing.
Eating your meat.
Hey, Alright, why don't you make it a room, or do I need to make it?
We're already in our room.
We already made it.
Thank you. Can I get the invite?
Yeah.
I see a screen says Chairman Fluffy, who above you. Only person above me is Nabu because he actually owns the Discord. So I'll be right back while this game getting started. Yeah, you can't help him, big bully Babylon. Oh wait, it is Ewok. You know what? That actually makes sense. You're right. In a Kali top, this should be an interesting game. I mean, if we like just going based off a team comp solely, I would say honestly,
there's some spicy team comps in there. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, you expect? Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all take over.
No, I mean you can hang out. No, it's I would say the right side's got a more simple team comp. Left side's kind of trolling, but that's okay. I'm just gonna be watching this vibe real close. That's for sure.
It was unlucky for the right side that they let Nukes have one of his 2 champions.
He didn't even want to play it, dude.
He's got to play something.
That's what I said. I mean, Mado's playing a Kali top, so I don't know about that. We'll see how that goes.
This is going to be a good one.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm ready for this Hook, Flay, Prey versus Mado. That's like the only lane I'm going to be watching. The rest of this, who cares? Caitlyn Morgana into Pike Lucian,
We need to talk about Para Vendetta and his buddy with these meme names. I can't deal with it another season.
Yeah. Also, why are their ASCs different? Like one's got little characters, one doesn't, and it's tilting me.
So you can't find the op.gg.
Oh, fuck. I hate that shit.
Anybody who's watching, if you'd like to stream snipe, Official Nukes is streaming right now, so
go to
right side, feel free.
twitch.tv/OFFICIALNUKEZ Official Nukes. He's a Cat 1 trick. Something about Diamond 4, but really he's probably like Silver 2.
I was going to say, I feel like you misspelled that to a Hardstuck. There you go.
Oh.
Twitch.tv/Hardstuckmid. There you go, boys. 1800 game, 1 trick, buddy.
Yikes, gotta go when you're a 800 game 1 trick.
Oh, I'm sorry, 1800. There we go.
No, I heard you. I said as in me. I'm like I don't know how many games I got now.
You're the best Silver Vi player I ever seen in my life.
Yikes.
This Black Cheese guy about to show you how it's done.
I hope so. I mean, I saw him playing Camille, but I mean that champion's hard, so I get it. That's why I don't play it.
And respect for everybody yesterday, we got a flame Mado to no end.
Yeah, of course. Mado's always something. He's something. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad, but he's something.
I'm just happy that they decided to put Killer in the lineup for the day. The carry of the team in the bot lane.
Listen, I think Wayman can pull it off. We'll see. I want to see Wayman pull out the big guns.
I want to see what happens if Allen gets ahead.
He got ahead last game he played.
Yeah, his 6 was good.
Yeah,
Worth a ban.
Well. We were gonna ban the Karth this next round, but he picked it. He's a smart boy. Smart cookie.
Right side banned the only champion I've ever seen Mado play. Quality Swain ban.
I mean, I've seen Mado play Galio too, but I mean, we can't have 2 people like playing Galio, you know?
That's true.
How was that dog?
Oh, that's Olaf.
Yeah, I know. He sounds real yippy.
He's upset right now.
Is he small? Is he a small dog?
No, he's pretty big.
Oh, okay. Just like the yip makes it sound like a small little doggy.
Oh, he's just whining. He's put up. He's whining.
Officer Vi. Oh, that's the worst one. I mean, okay, that's not the worst one. It's the second worst one, but
we've got Foreskin versus Foreskin.
All right, somebody said that yesterday, and I don't like that. All right.
I'm trying to bring Mado's atmosphere into the booth.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that Pike skin. Ooh,
Blood Moon Pike.
Oh, that's sexy.
No
Where's
skin
my
on the
Heartbreaker
mid
Vi, dude? No skins on the mid laners.
Faker wannabes, unreal.
What? Faker doesn't run no skins?
No, unless it's his skin.
You know what? If I was Faker, I'd be like that. Yeah, that's fair. So, what do you how do you think it's gonna end up? All right. So we got who do you think's gonna win top lane?
It's like I don't know. It's an Iron 4 battle top lane.
Yeah. Okay. What about mid?
I feel
What about
like
jungle?
Ewok just completely trashes this Vi. I feel like he's on his most played champion.
Okay. Wait. What's that rune he's got there though?
Just the glacial augment. That's new
the
meta.
glacial augment. You're right.
It's got to be better than the Ivern yesterday. I mean,
oh, fair.
Mid
What about
lane,
mid lane
Allen's definitely got this one in the bag.
or in the book?
If it's not Katarina, it's at least Silver 3. So I think Allen's got it.
Fair enough. All right. What about ADCs? Who's gonna win in that matchup? This bot lane. This bot lane as a whole.
I feel like whatever bot lane gets ahead will.
I mean,
carry.
Morgana, Caitlyn can be super oppressive, especially into Lucian, who has very little range. Pike, however, a lot of people might think because he's got like a hook, he gets countered by Morgana, but his Q cooldown is way lower than her shield cooldown. So even if you just like hit him with the Q, then you just hit him with Q again as soon as the shield's down. So it's actually a decent.
Yeah, but with the range that.
Oh yeah, the range itself
that
is
Caitlyn Morgana has, like
it's gonna be rough. I think. I don't know.
Pair Vendetta is like super oppressive laner as it is.
True. I think it'll be some spicy matchups.
It's gonna need jungle intervention.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see if this Talia can get around the map. She's got walls. Use her walls to gank lanes. I mean, you can't black shield walls. so I mean, there's that, right?
This is about to be spicy.
This is gonna be a good one. All right. Looks like we're maybe getting into it now. Everyone's. Oh.
A quick pause.
Quick little pause. Apparently, a red team's support is taking a poop. So. I thought it unpaused, but here we go. Why you pick Karthus? Alright, Nuke's being toxic, and this is not cool. Alright, looks like we're gonna get in the game here. Oh, wait, they repaused again. Okay, we're going so far about a minute on pause time here. It's a really interesting matchup so far. Honestly, I'm surprised no one's pulled ahead yet, but the gold's looking still pretty even at 2.5k each. No kills on the board, but I mean, one team is obviously doing better than the other right now, you know what I mean? Oh, why is this girl Snapchatting? Damn, we really got like 2.5 minutes still, and it's still paused.
We just need to go next on this one.
Yeah, honestly, just FF everybody.
Unpause. Here we go.
Damn, nobody even said. Okay.
They're just winging it.
Guess so.
Mado with an interesting start choice.
Oh! Going for that gunblade early, you know? Yeah.
Wouldn't be a card game without the rude chat.
Why is Black Cheese just sitting in the bush?